So, welcome back to the yard, folks. It's been a while. I know. Believe me. I haven't let myself forget it. So, this video is kind of a theory on top of a few other possible theories, so like a theory sequel. Or a theory 2.0. Whatever it is. I'm gonna warn you now, there will be spoilers to this video, so run away while you still can. So, I just got back from watching The Incredibles 2 last night, and I kinda noticed something. While everybody else on YouTube seems to be so excited about the variety of powers that Jack has, or how Elastigirl gets to be the face of the pro-supers movement, nobody, and I mean nobody, in The Incredibles 2 seemed to remember the great super genocide that Syndrome was doing. I mean, come on, these were like actual people. Gazerbeam was a lawyer, Everseer and Psychwave were psychologists, I mean Macroburst, he was a sidekick, I mean, just a kid. These were people with lives and families that they loved and protected. Okay, back up. Before I start, there's been tons of speculation that Syndrome may have had super parents, or that Violet was adopted after her parents were killed / went missing. So it's not really impossible that other supers had children. I mean, that's probably where these guys came from. Not this guy, though. He's kind of weird. What I'm trying to say is that, like Violet and Dash, these people most likely had a super parent or two. So, where are they? Obviously, they're old enough to be out on their own, unlike Violet and Dash, but why wouldn't their parents or other older supers be at this huge event? Why is it just Helen, Bob, and Lucius? Where's all the other American supers from the glory days of Mr. Incredible? Well, they're dead. So ignoring all those that died due to suit malfunctions, there's Apogee, Blaystone, Blitzerman, Downburst, Everseer, Gammajack, Gazerbeam, Hypershock, Macroburst, and this guy. Psychwave, Stormicide, Tradewind, Universal Man, and Vectress. That's 15. 15! That Syndrome had killed. And those are the ones that we know of. I mean, the official Pixar wiki page said that he murdered dozens, meaning that there were other supers that didn't register with the NSA. So is it really too radical a notion that Syndrome was on a mass murdering spree, taking out all of the supers that he'd known growing up, possibly personally? And we know from the first movie that Syndrome wasn't against killing children, so maybe he even eradicated the entire family. I mean, it's understandable, it's from a super villain's mindset that you need to take out those people that were capable of stopping you, but to initiate an entire genocide of a group of people, that's, you know, bad. Anyways, so let's talk about these new guys. These survivors of a gruesome attack on supers. Watching them interact with the Par children and Elastigirl, they all seem pretty young. Like late teens to mid-20s? Because they're like really excited, then they feel like they belong. I mean, during the beginning of the first Incredible movies, we see Elastigirl and Mr. Incredible get married, and then probably not even a few months later, the supers were forced underground. So it would be very plausible that other supers had carved the way for these two to be together. It's obviously not illegal, as Elastigirl and Mr. Incredible start their own family and stay together during their forced hiding. So during this time, how many supers do you think would have stayed in contact with one another? After 15 years of being relocated and moving all over, I know personally I would find it really hard to keep in touch. And that could be why no one really noticed that all of these supers that Syndrome was luring into his death trap were disappearing until it was too late, leaving their children, second-generation supers, to fill their shoes. I mean, imagine this. Your super parent disappears, only to turn up dead at the hands of a supervillain. Sounds like the tragic backstory for any superhero that we know of today. I mean, this is really all speculation, but it's kind of cool to think about. I mean, they're like the Disney version of Teen Titans or something. There's hope for Violet, Dash, and Jack to have their own time to fight alongside others that hold the same values of justice, just like their parents did. Well, I know it's kind of vague theory, but it was just kind of a thought I had after watching the movie, and I thought I'd write it down really quick before I actually gave it some thought, which is kind of bad. But, you know, that's kind of all the time I got for right now. I hope you guys enjoyed and kind of had that same reality check I did when I watched The Incredibles 2. I mean, I'd like to do a video soon on who I think the parents of these new second-generation supers are, so leave me a comment below on some suggestions. And reflux? Well, I got a theory on all that too. Something about superhero hierarchy and blah-de-da-de-da. Anyways, thanks for swinging by, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye!